up, guys? Peace and light. It's Traveling Sista. If this is your first time joining the channel, then welcome. If not, welcome back, family. So I'm here with my homegirl Goetti, and she is a fellow YouTuber and she is a repatriate. Her and her family, they've repatriated to the continent, specifically Tanzania. So just introduce yourself a little bit, sis.
Hi everyone, I'm Goetti. Like Kat has said, our family is now relocated to Tanzania. And yeah, you can check out our journey on our YouTube page as well.
Cool. So, all right, how are you liking this transition so far?
So far, I really can't complain. There's obviously ups and downs, but that's part of any journey.
Yeah.
You know, my kids are settling very nicely, so that was like the main thing for me, making sure that my kids were okay. And so far, it's been really good. Like, don't believe the hype you hear in the news or anything like that.
Right.
You have to really like come out here yourself and visit and see what it's all about.
Okay. So, what prompted y'all's move to here to Tanzania specifically?
Okay. Well, back in June, we, the husband and I, we were on our 10th year anniversary and was trying to figure out places to go. And you know, we were gonna go to Haiti at one point, which is where I'm from. And he's Jamaican, hence the Jamaicans.
Yeah.
And you know, it just didn't work out for us to go that way. It was like too much drama going down there. And then at one point we wanted to go to Dubai. So like, you know what? He had the idea of coming to Africa.
Okay.
And I was just like, that's not his move. But
yeah. I'm here for
like,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
so let's go. Like, I'm ready. Let's go. So you know, we Googled, we researched, we went on YouTube, and we thank goodness that we found yours, because yours had like the most information, really. Like, everybody had like, you know, little pieces here and there, but like, look,
Oh, where?
right on the bridge.
It's like a chameleon. Look at his hands. It's like, oh, it's so cute. You guys. I know.
But yeah, so we actually fell in love with Tanzania before we even visited. So it was like, you know what, this is the move.
Yeah.
And we actually got in touch with another YouTuber. Well, he did. That was more pushing us towards Kenya, I believe.
Okay.
And you know, at the time it was all about, you know, everybody going back to the motherland and yada yada. And I didn't really want to get caught up in all of that.
The hype,
yeah. You know, I wanted to have like an authentic like experience and just, you know, go because we were being led there. And everything was pointed to Tanzania, so here we are.
Yeah. That's awesome. So when you first presented this idea to the kids about relocating to Africa, how did they take it?
They were, you know, my kids are young, so they was like, you know, they were ready. They were, you know, excited.
Adventure.
Yeah, adventure. Let's do this, you know. So, and before we went on our trip alone, we had already made the promise to them that they would go as well, because they were like, when can we go? You know, how kids are. So when we came up with them, like, okay, we're going, we're moving there. They was like, oh, they was all excited. They didn't think it was gonna come that soon, but.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, so being out here with school-age kids, like a question that I get a lot is other people who want to relocate with their families as well. They have school-age children. And so they ask me about the school system and stuff. So in general, how do you see the school system compared to America?
Oh, I absolutely love the school system out here. We did a little research the first time around when we was alone, just to make sure that they would have, they would meet our specific needs. Because my youngest son, he's on the spectrum, so I just definitely needed to make sure that, you know, wherever we decided to relocate to had, you know, everything he needed.
Right.
And it's so awesome because like the school that we actually end up choosing, they are more geared towards you know, just regular, you know, learning children. Whereas they have like a separate section, but that section was, if he had been a part of that, he would have reverted.
Okay.
You know, and I'm blessed. You know, when we was back in the States, we had gotten all of our needs met with for him.
Yeah.
So there was like really no issue. I know some people struggle with getting help, but we didn't.
That's so good.
And we even had like people coming to the house and doing things with him, and he's come such a long way. But the school that we end up choosing, they're actually like, well, no, he can't go to that program because they recognize
that he's
a
little ahead.
Yeah, he's a little ahead. The first day was rough, y'all. The first day was rough. I'm not gonna lie, but because he's used to structure, and he's not used to having such a bigger classroom too, because back in the States it was like 8 kids and whatnot. But after giving him a couple of set rules, like, it's been golden.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that, because that's one of the things that I was, not afraid of, because I don't like to instill fear in things, but like, in the back of my mind, concerned about like, are there enough facilities to, or enough things in general to help, accommodate, So, I mean, I'm happy. I'm so happy to hear that,
And they teach, even at his age, he's first grade, which they do actually do testing to make sure,
you're where you're at.
You're where you're at. And he did great with his testing, and back in the States, he was supposed to go to kindergarten. But here, they did his first grade.
Oh, that's awesome. I was wondering about that too.
Yeah, they teach them not only Swahili, but they also have French for them as well. So I'm like, okay.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And they have swimming, you guys. I'm from Florida, and they didn't have swimming.
Wow. Yeah, so that's awesome. Like, I'm really happy to hear that. And so, overall, they're liking school. How do they like the school?
The school's a clubhouse.
A social event.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when we got here, we actually got here in September. And they couldn't just jump into school.
Yeah.
And we have, it was like since the June before then that we, they had finished their schooling. So they hadn't been in school in a while,
Yeah.
I still try to keep some kind of structure with.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Learning in the household and reading, things like that. But, they wanted that. They craved, when we're going to go to school, when we're going to go and be with, kids our own age and things like that. So they're doing good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. What are you and your family's plans, like, moving out here? Did you come to, just like take it easy for a little bit? Did you come to start a business? Did you come to retire? Did you come to, what were the plans?
Well, I know for my husband, like, you guys see him. His plans were obvious. We have plans to just come and chill for about a month or so, and then just see where we can put our foot in. Like, we really had the idea of, you have to come out here with a plan.
Yeah.
You have to come out here with a plan, and we did come out here with a plan, but it got kind of switched around.
Yeah.
But for the better. Like, right now we are working on just getting our farm running, and things like that. I'm a writer by heart. That's my passion. So eventually I will be going to that and finding out ways I can help out in the community and things like that. So
that's so exciting.
It is exciting. It's exciting. It's overwhelming. It's all of that. It's
Okay, so what do you say was one of the best parts about your transition so far? Like, what's most memorable or what's most valuable about this transition so far?
What's most valuable to me, I think, is the fact that I feel like I was called to be more at peace. I feel like I was more called to be, because back in the States, since Richie's been born, actually, I became a stay-at-home mom. So it was more like, and I was still always trying to find something to do.
Right.
Always trying to be like that fast-paced, like,
yeah,
I gotta do something.
Exactly.
I'm not used to just sitting, so I have to find something. And here it's more like, well, you're called to just sit down for a bit.
You're gonna sit down.
You're gonna sit down, And I feel like I was made sure to sit down too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm sitting down, I'm more focused on, a lot of times too, like, I feel like for women, Black women especially, like, we're all about other people.
Oh, yeah.
you know, and we're all about
being the caretakers.
Being the caretakers, and I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, I have to accept, you know, take care of me first sometimes, you know, and just chill out, and just everything else is gonna come into, you know, to play, and it has been.
So awesome. Yeah, and I always like try to tell people, and I always stress that like being out here, one of the heaviest things for me, in a good way, heavy, but one of the most monumental things is just finding that time to relax, and that slower pace of life out here definitely forces you to do that, you know, and it forces you just to be. And you know, if you're, no matter where you are in life, if you're healing from a trauma, if you're on the road to recovery or something, trying to figure yourself out, or you're already there and you just want to keep that energy going, like just being here has helped me tremendously, and just the vibration of nature, like we're in the trees, you know what I'm saying, in the greenery, like I don't know, that just, it does something to me. So you know, I definitely can identify with that forcing to slow down, for sure. But on the other side, what has been one of your most difficult transitions in moving here?
I think just accepting the flaws that, you know, because I don't know, like I don't know, I don't even want to call them flaws, because, and this, like for instance, like the electricity going off sometimes.
Right.
Okay. And the way that the system is set up here, it's not like you're gonna get a bill that says, okay, you got a certain amount of time to, you know, and you're sitting up there like blaming the, you know.
Oh, it's the power grid.
It's the power grid, blaming the community, like, oh, what's up with this electricity? Where in fact you forgot yourself to check your
meter.
That, well, you didn't pay, so.
Right. It's little things.
It's little things, but I don't know. Like I don't feel like it's like anything major. You know?
And I feel like you really, coming out here, you guys, I really feel like you have to be one of those people who aren't just so touchy about everything. And you know, like you have to be very open-minded and very accepting of things. And most of all, I feel like you have to be able to kind of roll with the punches. You know, if you want something exactly how it is in your home country, or more structured, or you know, this, that, and the third, then you might have a hard time out here. Yeah. Like period. Yeah, not you might, you will have a hard time out here. So
you can't be stuck in your ways.
Fluid.
I mean, there's certain things that, you know, obviously you can't shake or be flexible on. Like for me, for instance, like my child's needs, but little things like you have to be flexible.
Yeah, and ultimately you have to just weigh it out, like what's more important. You know what I'm saying? Your comfort when it pertains to little things, that are they really important, or your peace of mind, or your growth, or whatever reason you decide to relocate. Like you just have to weigh out what's important. Yeah. So how do you see the people here?
The people are very kind. The people are very kind. They're very open. They're very touchy. Some of them are touchy.
Oh, like
you know. And if you're like that, if you're, you know, then if you're open to that, then that's cool. If not, you know, that's one of the things you have to get used to. The people are loving. I feel like they're genuine. Whether they like you or they don't, they're genuine. They're
real,
genuine. Like, you know, there's nothing getting around to it. So.
Okay, so how do you feel about being here? With everything that's going around in the world about this coronavirus, like, how do you feel being here? Do you feel like safer, or do you feel
I really feel because honestly, wherever I would have been, I'm really at the state of mind right now. Maybe it's because of Tanzania, maybe it's just, you know, my spirituality right now. I'm not focused on that. I feel like, okay, I don't know if it's man-made. I don't know if it's the world just trying to
cleanse itself.
You know, I don't know anything like that. You know, I just know I'm at peace with it. You know, I pray for those who are ill, and you know, and just go about my business. You know what I mean, and take the necessary precautions. You know what I mean. But other than that, there's nothing you can really do about it until it's all over.
It's really affecting the economy here in Tanzania, especially Arusha, because it's you know, the tourism industry. Ain't no tours going on because nobody's flying in.
Nobody's flying in.
You know, things like the gemstone business or things that just rely on outside trade. You know what I'm saying? They're just not, it's not happening. What advice would you have for a family planning to relocate here to Tanzania?
I would definitely say go for it. Like, if you have young children, and you have the means, I would definitely say one of my first top things would be to visit first. You know, like get your footing in first. If you have the means to do so, like it's definitely necessary, because you may, you know, find a different region you are more, you know, likely to be more comfortable in.
Right.
You know, it's not for everyone. You know, so definitely visit first if you can. If you have older children and you feel like you bought that life and you can just go, hey,
yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, you know, so like if you don't have ties to a lot of things in the city, like permanent ties, then yeah, go for it. It, like she said, if you about that life though, like it's a very different transition. It's you know, challenging parts about it. It's very fun parts about it. It's exciting. It's ultimately an adventure, but I always recommend to visit the place first. And even though I didn't, you know, it just kind of worked out for me like that.
Yeah, we came down 2.5 months later.
Yeah. Y'all were on it, like
it was ready,
packing soon as you hit the ground. So that's awesome, you know. So overall, would you recommend Tanzania for African Americans? Well, not even African Americans, but for anyone in the diaspora to
Absolutely.
come?
Absolutely. There's everything. I mean, and the cost is not, you know, you got to keep in mind, you know, that your visiting cost is going to be totally different from your living costs, you know, because you know how we do when we visit someplace. We want to go all out and do
lavish,
all, you know. So if you want to live that life or during your visiting, just keep in mind living here is totally different, you know. But it's very doable. It's very affordable, you know. And yeah, just come and visit.
Okay, and I did want to ask you that a little bit. It slipped my mind, but it's back now that you said that. Like, how do you see, in general, the cost of living here compared to the cost of living in the States?
I'll give you one really good example. Being that the kids are in school, you can compare. Like, if my children were at were doing daycare, I have 3 kids now.
Yeah.
If they were doing daycare, the month payment is a year's worth of their private school.
What?
For a year here.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Private school, y'all.
Private school. Okay?
In a good private school that teaches French and swimming?
Okay.
What?
On a regular basis.
Oh my God. Well, wow. First of all.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That just goes to show you, you know, like, don't believe the hype. Come out, check it out yourself, you know.
Yeah.
There's definitely, you know, ups and downs, but you just maneuver your life, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you believe in, the ancestors, the Lord, you know, just come out here with an open heart, you know, and just do your family, and you'll find your place.
Yeah.
You definitely find your place.
I second that. You know, be led here.
Yeah.
Be led here for sure. So another quick question about the cost of living, like the food prices, because you know you have a family of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. You know.
1 and a half, child.
Oh yeah, like any day now, right?
Yes.
So like the monthly budget that y'all spend on food here compared to the States, like you don't have to give like actual numbers if you don't feel like it, but you know, how does that compare?
I couldn't even give you an actual number. Right now I'm eating for like 5. But it's definitely a lot cheaper, and there's definitely it's definitely more beneficial. You know, there's no extras in my food, you know, that my body does not require. Yeah, I mean, and I have trees, you know, that have food as well.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's rare to find that in some places in the States nowadays, for real. It really is. At least where I grew up in Newport News, a fruit tree. I knew one person who had a fruit tree. My auntie Cam, shout out to you for having an apple tree back in the yard for I don't know how long, you know.
And the thing is too, like I've heard, I don't know like how true it is, but I definitely have heard that there's things they spray in the air to
chemtrails.
To contaminate whatever you try to grow.
It's a real thing.
So it's like
the soil is dead.
Yeah,
it's dead. Yeah,
it's like they're forcing you to go to buy the, you know, the poisons. You know.
Yeah.
But out here, it's very cheap to, you know. I think eating is the least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eating is the least, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, right on. So, overall, you would say you're enjoying your experience.
I am.
Okay, that's beautiful. And I'm so happy I got to do this interview with you. And you guys, please go check out the Jamaicains on YouTube. I will definitely provide the link in the description section below. Link to your Instagram and link to your YouTube channel, everything. So y'all check her out, you know what I'm saying? Get a whole different perspective on the journey to Tanzania, the transition and everything. So that's all I got for you guys. And y'all already know what it is, okay? I love y'all. Peace, peace.